In just a question here, is it just like a meteor thing here in Kenya? Do you feel?
Media in Kenya. When we were in high school, everyone wanted to write for like Nation,
Yeah.
and it's such a. I mean, these publications are doing well, but they have their own challenges. It's not the media landscape is not that easy to penetrate for anyone at all. It's okay. Also, look, there are how many media houses?
But also, do you think we fail as a media in Kenya because just look at radio. The people doing radio are not the people who went to school for it. It's just the celebrities that like come in there because you're a celebrity. Take this job. It's never because of like I went to school. I have 15 degrees or something. I get the job.
Exactly, and I feel like radio and media is so important in setting the culture of a country, setting what people are getting awareness about. You know, it's a heavy power to have, but as you said, not everyone who is in those spaces are trained for it. So maybe there are a lot of like ethics and things you're meant to consider, whether it's even about hate speech. There are just some things you're sensitized on, and many people in these spaces may not be, especially if you didn't go through the formal training. And sometimes there's no that additional training to bridge for the people who didn't get the formal training. So but it's not easy, but if it's still going, I mean, they've had a lot of layoffs.
Do you feel icona growth, or in a digress, or eco stagnant?
I feel like on a global level, the media is kind of declining. Like
Our media
in terms of generally, people are not reading magazines as much as they were like 20 years ago, for example. There are just newer forms of media, which will phase out. You remember when we used to watch Citizen Mambo Yote? Like, that was all that was there. There was no Netflix, there was no YouTube. It was just the TV, like, and of course they had that monopoly, in terms of viewership. But now they're competing with Showmax Net. You can't even. The competition is so stiff for like audiences,
But mi naona majua na wakina nini NBC nani, they're still trying to remain relevant in very many ways.
They have to.
Because right now says but Atlanta anywhere, lazima niko Fox or something. Nanga Fox. Atlanta.
Do they like watch real?
Yeah, so I think with like abroad, where I feel like when Atushinda is for them they trust the TV much more than how us are. For you, news, us, TikTok on maandamano and whatever, you just go to Twitter.
Yeah.
You don't go to Citizen and whatever. So that's the thing for them. Them credibility like is a very, very big thing compared to here in Kenya. And then another thing with Kenyans is like I feel like there's also a thing with like you don't expect me to just look at Citizen or any other channel here and just see the same freaking face every time. For abroad, they have this thing where if you go to school for media, man, you'll get a job. You might not get it there up top, but you will get a job at a certain point. That's what I was saying with radios, which I can highly talk about, is like you will never get this job unless your name is up there. That's the thing that is also deterring us from like you just want to watch NTV, Citizen. It's just the same person. That's the other thing that I feel like. That's why, to me personally, if you tell me to look for news, I'm going to Twitter. It's there. It's not this same person that I have to hear since I was like 10 years old. That's the thing with our media services here. Is I feel like we're so back. And we're really, nowadays I see like Citizen wants to post about gossip and whatever because of like the gossip channels now are taking over. You see, and we want to watch the gossip channels because they're bringing us what we want to see. You see, it's different people here. They can get to you. You wear jeans and you wear short or whatever. Those people will reach to you. But for a Citizen, it's just about Raila, Uhuru.
I want to say that
this, that.
Our news is not even news; it's bad news.
Yeah.
politicking.
Yeah, they just the report kumekuwa na mauaji, kumekuwa na sijui nini, just bad news. Hakuja kuwa na good news anytime. Kani good news waneka some special feature, mwanamke bomba. Sijui wow.
Ama the ones on like agriculture or like something different. But I was telling someone in Kenya, politicians are celebrities. Yeah, like you know those we're a highly politicized nation. Like only the people, those are our people who we watch every day, everywhere.
Like they can stop a street.
Like
Millicent Omanga.
Yeah.
Kidogo tu Twitter tu ime crash juu tu Millicent of Omanga.
As in mtu wa kawaida kaso jisona hawezi fanya kitu.
Yeah, you see we've even neglected the arts and many things at the expense of politics. Politics is so ingrained in us vibaya sana.
Mimi nikiingia changing room ya job. Politics. What will happen to our art? Who's viewing our art?
Exactly.
Who's talking about our art?
Hata nimekumbuka like huyu pastor Ezekiel anaweza jaza stadium. I don't really think kuna msanii mwingine anaweza. Okay, yeye hata si msanii. Ni pastor.
Hakuna msanii.
Si msanii mwingine. Hakuna msanii.
But politician kunayo. It's either a politician ama a religious person, but not like an artist or
But why do you think like that?
And that's why I'm telling you we are losing as a country because the upcoming generation doesn't care about like what's happening in what these people are
the
doing,
politics.
So whenever I want to watch YouTube, man, he has the shows that I want to watch. I want to watch Netflix. I want to watch Showmax. I want to watch everything is coming up because these things, they have what I want to see. What is changing? You see,
it's not you showing me what you want me to
see.
Growing up is realizing your favorite artist ain't a celebrity. The politician next to you or around your area and the pastor are the celebrities. That's growing up. You realize this shit. As in mpaka unajua bado ulikuwa brainwash kwa mtu ukifikiria ati Isa alikuwa mkali but hakukuwa hivyo mgreat vile alikuwa amembeba na inafaa tubebe watu wa great hivyo inafaa saa hizi calligraph akitokea by there na stop street unanipata
support our own
ndo manabii haya mimi sijui any great great pilot ati pilot sijui any great architect sijui any great doctor. Everyone has a personal doctor.
That's the other thing. Like atunanga your specialization flani. I was even saying kwa restaurants. Hakuna ati leo naweza sema najisikia kwenda hii place I like their rice. Najisikia kwenda hapa I like their pasta. Literally it's the same menu.
You like their pasta?
Banta.
Absolutely no pun intended. But you get what I'm saying, like tunalack your specialization even when it comes to certain ata fashion. Watu wanava Pinterest like
True. They warned you about this.
Yes, you did.
Niliwaambia by the time afika point utashindwa kuvaa. Mimi sijaangalia Pinterest na mupiga look. So point ni by the way watu wanafaa kujua growth ni personal. Mimi na feel hivyo. Growth is very specific. Hizi kwa standardized si plan remarks za kufunga nasema tu.
Have we spoken about growth in terms of relationships or emotional wise?
No, we haven't.
Like friendships and acquaintances and
all
shit.
Kinds of ships.
All kinds of ships.
These ships ni mingi,
So
what's your question?
Start us off.
What's your question?
I was just throwing it out there. So whoever wants to pick it up.
Throw it. You've not thrown it. You've just removed it.
You still have it.
Throw it.
You're holding on tight.
Okay, let me start with friendship. I feel like we outgrow friendships. And saa zingine kwa uchungu. You miss the good old days, but it's something you can't go back to. Or maybe it's a ship that already sailed. Nanipata. And that's a kind of pain that lazima tu kama nataka kumea, lazima tu go through, lazima tu move on.
Actually mimi nilikuwa nasemanga mimi realize in my 20s mimi nikaa bench watu wanaka mtu kuchill na wazidi nafaa kuku okay with it na sasa nacha ku okay with it then mimi niko affected mwanza ku hold on to something that wasn't supposed to be that permanent unanipata friends wako hapo kukuteach things na wa move on wengine wao cause amko hapo kufuatana kwa life mimi najuanga hivyo amko hapo kufuatana cause growth ni hiyo when nini hiyo itoka caterpillar ina go through metamorphosis na kwa butterfly or something they all fly into different directions
Sure. Especially when you're between maybe when you're a teenager to 25 inakuanga tu on and off different
You know, there's something funny our teachers always tell us, or they still tell the people in school, is mkitoka kwa ile mlango amtaongea, and we are usually like wongo no but you actually realize when you're growing up, like the people who you are in high school with, you don't even talk to them. Some you don't even remember their names.
Thank you.
You see, so that's the other thing that I clearly can say.
It's just that life happens, yeah?
True.
What about like in like a romantic relationship?
What about?
Like growth, especially then, growth is not taken. What is the kind of growth first in like a relationship?
People actually get it twisted that mkianza kudate mnafaa mkuwe totally different people or mnafaa kuanza ku get in tune with each other or something. No, inafaa kukua by the way like international relations. Unanipata? You're okay relating with this person for years and centuries. Sasa hapo hivyo it's a more tolerant factor than a love or romantic factor. Ndio ikuwe mnaweza maintain romance for a while. Unaniget? Such that when a treaty goes out, mnaweza meet mpene niceties na sign another treaties. Unaniget? When a treaty runs out, mna meet mnapenda niceties, then you sign another treaty.
Sure.
But if kukuati umekuati wewe ni Mkenya na wewe ni Mtanzania, hauwezi kuwa hivyo. Wewe ni Mtanzania for life. Uligrow ya huko, that's how you are nurtured. And if you want to grow from that person to another, make sure una inform mtu uko naye kwa relationship as in mna grow. Ndio wanasemanga grow na mtu. Unaniget? Grow na mtu mimi na believe ni vini squeeze me by the miss set. Miss smoking ngwai by the squeeze na smoking ngwai spiritually pekee. So kama tuombi miss set. Nimekwambia hivyo, so unajua sasa hivi bwana settingi ni sasa ile anataka tu kuomba. So ukikuja na vibes za kuomba tunaweza set na yeye. Mpaka unaniingiza labda nataka tuombe.
This is the kind of growth unasema inafai kuwa in relationship.
Yeah, in romantic relationships. Actually you can apply it in romantic
relationships.
Yeah.
Because we all grow. Like when you meet your friend you won't be the same person in 5 years. You'll have to accommodate them. They'll be changing, you'll also be changing. Like their life will also be happening simultaneously as yours is happening. So they'll be going through their changes, but you should accommodate each other in those changes, because nothing is ever the same.
Yeah, that's actual growth.
Actually,
That's actual growth.
Actually, when you're friends with someone, mbona madem napelekana out sijui nini, it's some romantic shit sometimes. Hata maboy suku wanazo rada, menda kushikisha, menda kata maji na boy wako. Ndio isipushiwe to a point na kwa bromance, lazima ikuwe na those mnajua lines na niceties na styles zenye mnafaa kwa mna lay off boundaries za each other. Unanipata? Ndio isikue some toxic bromance. Unasikiza watu wanaambiwa ati wanaenda kucheza FIFA, kumbe wani kucheza FIFA, wanafanya mambo mengine. Unanipata? So if I kwa that deep bromance.
Yeah, ni kwa tu. But do you think ndo kuwe like mabeshte na mtu at times it goes past emotional relationship?
Pardon,
like
come again.
Kuwe in like okay, for me what I think for like friendship it lasts. I think it has to go beyond ati when ni beshte yangu tu. There must be either something we do together. Because even interests, people outgrow interests. Like my interests 2 years ago are not my interests now. Like kuna vile lazima to me
unasema lazima uko unapenda beshte yako
ndio
maana nasema at certain point it goes past.
Ndio maana kuna point
napenda tu beshte yangu.
Shalin, ndio maana kuna point nafika mna meet mnasema hii treaty imeisha fasho to form another treaty yenye sasa inasema mimi sitakuwa nafanya vitu nilikuwa nafanya wewe na best yako then you exchange niceties mnakunywa Kenya mnakunywanga mnakula Kenya mnakulanga na mnaenda home so mnajua mkimit from then on kuna terms of engagement
different terms of engagement
like na feel
yes
friendship could last inafaa kuwa kama case and point for example ya okay Abel Mutua na Phil you know who I'm saying Philip the director they've been friends since Tahidi High but it's because they like work together in film
okay
I think if kama kuna that
connect
that
like
it's so easy factor. like kupenda tu mtu si enough you get, like we can fall out of friendship but that doesn't mean the love is any less we are just not as tight as we used to
we're not the same people we used to be
I don't have any kind of feelings
we don't have as much things to bond over as
that's
before.
what I'm saying but as opposed to maybe if you're maybe like into modeling and your friend is a photographer you get me it's harder to break such bonds
yeah
as opposed to just emotional
ngoja mimi na
but
swali
the
tu
emotions
Malawi
have to be there
mimi na swali tu Malawi kwanza Shalini
yes
kwa sababu yana changing locations sana how is it for you to maintain relationships is it hard
No, I don't think it's hard for me because I don't know. For me, I feel different in the fact that like I feel like you can do. It's like how Vinny was saying about clicks, man. I feel like you can do different things with different friends. You know, you cannot just call other friends here to do podcasts. They will tell you, man, that's not what I do. You see. So for me, even if I'm changing here and there and there and there, there's friends like. There's friends who want to like create art. There's friends who want to see you in an art space. There's friends who want you to do like play FIFA. There's friends who are this and this and that. And to me, I respect that boundary. In effect, like I would not call a friend who doesn't want to do this to do that because you're pushing them in that like environment where they don't want to be in. So for me, with that, I feel like it's usually so easy for me and my friends. In that sense of like, we are just friends. If we don't even talk for years and years and years, but we still, when we meet in that art space, it's like we've been together forever. You know, we just click like that, you know? Yeah. So that's how I would say about that.
but okay I don't know
and relationships like unajua kuna sema Malawi kuna say by the way wanna believe in long distance relationships na wakingi na maybe wakingi maybe kuna all no physical in nature mimi sijui do you vouch for long distance relationships like relationships
No comment. Can Crystal tell us?
Long distance relationships
they work for some people. I guess it just depends on.
Do they work for you?
I have not been in that situation, I think.
Would you be in it?
It's not easy, like, unless I really, like, value this person and we are both willing to, like, overlook. It's not an easy thing, like, that distance. It depends on the type of person.
How long you've known each other?
That's what I was going to say.
Sort of, maybe I seem to a distance, maybe like there's so many other factors to consider. It's considerable, but it may not, if it can be avoided. Not avoid, but that's the thing, you know, love haichaguangi ati.
Mimi kuna mzee aliniambia yani kama haudinyani una argue. Na kama una argue hauendi mahali.
So you don't believe long distance can work?
I don't. Me acha nikuwe tu frank.
Really?
Acha nikuwe tu frank.
Why?
See, because of that, as in me na believe by the way, there has to be some physical tension, some physical contact, some physical.
But do you know you're still the same person who said when we move up in the apartment with your girlfriend or whatever, your boyfriend, that mna feel tunaenda ku move in and tutakuwa tunafanya hii na hii.
I do stand by my
But
words.
then you don't end up doing it because ni kutoka umetoka mimi nimeingia umetoka nimeingia.
Malawi, when I say physical tension, I mean hata kama umejamiwa juu ya kuweka kitambaa mahali pabaya, mimi nataka hiyo kuja.
No, that's good I'm saying, but still you and the person you're working, right? Most of the time you barely see each other.
But bado
you
kuna
know,
cross paths kwa nyumba.
yeah, you do cross paths, but like you barely see each other.
Sasa imagine Malawi,
Yeah.
You are busy at work.
Yeah.
Umse ako mbali na wewe.
Yeah.
Alikuwa mna FaceTime, hata una time ya kuFaceTime sasa kabisa. Hata cross paths. Now that's worse. Imagine sasa kuna hiyo mimi nasema bare minimum crossing paths. Kuna huyu mzee alikuwa ananiambia hivyo, akiniambia kuna a favorite sijui nini kwa nini kwa fridge. So sikia acha nimalize. Huyu grandma kazanga tu bottle top hiyo kitu purposely. Ndio huyu mzee amuite afungue. Anataka tu cross physically. Unanipata? Ndio kukuwe na some tension. That's love. Unanipata? Si mambo na kuna kunyanduana, semi kunyanduana.
Franco, unasema long distance relationship haizi work.
Yes.
I want to bait you here, yeah?
Bait me.
Shalin atumwe majuu. Contract 5 years. What happens to that relationship?
Tunaenda kwa AG, tuna get married. Na jaito itaita force say kufanya si wote to move to. So itabidi ni move to my operation.
No, it doesn't really happen in that
okay,
sense.
now nobody can really choose. Watu wenye wako long distance si ati wamechagua kukua kwa hiyo like predicament.
Franco, what if you can't move out of Kenya with her? What happens to that relationship?
Tutajua tuta handle sayo lakini as in
Exactly, but you'll still deal with the situation.
You know.
Yes, you won't leave the person.
Sisemi itakuwa a rosy affair. You know tunasema because wasi wengi kwa hizi situation wakifikiria itakuwa a rosy affair, but it can't be a rosy affair because it needs that altercation. Wanaambia ndio maana friends hata meet wanasema teachers aziwork wananyashia niceties, then they do other treaties.
But you'll try and make it work, yeah?
I actually think that should be like the ultimate test of a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I think if you can survive long distance, but I don't know what people be capping. Like mtu anaweza tu kwambia niko kwa hao na hata yuko kwa hao. As in me, I don't know. Mi Wakenya wanapeanga mtu trust.
Mimi najua mpaka kuna buda aliniambia mwingine pia dem ni wako ukiwa na yeye hata kipanda mata aende sio wako bro.
I have a friend, she was telling me she was out with a friend, yeah? Shalin.
Yes.
She was out with a friend.
Yes, Vincent.
Then her friend walks out.
Yeah.
She finds her in the car. Amelala ana FaceTime. Boyfriend yake anamwambia, "Si nimelala." Bora nisumbua sayo ametoa nguo kwa gari. FaceTime chali yake. Anambia mimi nimedoze. After
Okay,
call,
unaona
akavaa
sasa.
nguo akarudi ndani ya club.
Kenyans are just a joke.
Nakwambia mimi nataka that physical altercation yenye mimi najua something's up.
Me I'd say if y'all will it, if y'all the two of you will it, it can work. Where there's a will, there's a way. It can.
But this in the same breath, I'm like also.
But it's not easy.
It's not easy because I'd be very scared.
Kwanza kwanza too much Vikings na wewe.
Yeah.
Umeona popote ati Viking ametoka kwao na ameenda kufukuo na huko mali ameenda for years ati bado ati ule wife wangu. No, anapata kabibi mwingine na anazidi.
In the civilization era. But yeah.
Mimi nakwambia even the manly nature in you will just tell you wewe endelea tu kufanya kile unaweza fanya.
In what I'm saying is I think it's a slippery slope, especially when you start feeling like your partner is developing new interests.
Yeah.
You get and I'm not. Let me give you a case in point. Yeah, there's a friend of mine who used to say like when she's going through a bad time, she used to like go airplane mode.
Yeah.
You get
In
terms of socially. And she tell us it's because she doesn't want to feel bad that she's being sad where people are not sad.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like imagine this other person, life is really, really happening for them and it's not happening for me. I think that can be I wouldn't know how to deal with it.
For example,
like maybe ameenda kupursue a career.
Yeah,
let's say that, yeah.
Anapanda ranks.
So every day, like every day you're telling me, wow, the meeting went.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm happy for you genuinely.
Yeah.
But I'd love to be there to experience with it.
As in, you kukua left out, la feel inaweza anza ku get to you design. Especially if it's a really, really long time.
Yeah.
Hey, manzi.
That's why I said
5 years.
And it's just like a human factor, sindio?
Purely.
Yeah.
That's why I said everyone needs to just meet that significant other, whether it's a friend or a lover. Now we exchange niceties, now we share treaties. For lovers, it's more often. For friends, it's not that often. but you do these things to do that. Mimi nakwambia mpaka nikosa kuona mori wangu for 5 years aniite kuniona. Mungu kwa like nimeka guard yangu hapo niko rada. Sijui ni nani. Sijakuona for 5 good years. That's when mtu mwingine.
Yeah, that's okay. Sijai consider from that angle.
Kuna boy nilimitingi from Masai Mbili at center, but nilimit through the no lemenga ngaleo artist. Nikamwona nikaona ni deadly yani anajua kuchora, miva kuchora nini. Tukendile event na wewe event ya Kavo nini Kavochi. Unakumbuka? Tukamitua boy hapo nikamwambia, "Mimi nakujua unafanyanga ABCD." Akaniambia, "Hapana. Ulinijua from hapo hivyo mtandao na huo si mimi, undo mimi."
Oh Jesus.
Now imagine the next time I heard about that guy, he was dead. A very great artist. Alikuwa mkali from Masai Mbili. Na alinifunza hiyo lesson that you've not really met unless you've really met. Unanipata? So Crystal, that's what I was saying. Nipo is a physical where we started from actually, you and Vin. You've grown to like each other as people, meet physically. Share treaties and niceties. Unaniget? More often. Baka najua nani, what you like, what you don't like. Haizi misbehave mbele yako, haizi kufanya upuzi. Ametoka umo kijana, unanipata? Anaweza kwa mauru akitaka labda. Unanipata?
Mbona unachoma?
Bana kutoka umo si kitu mbaya. Pia mimi nimetoka umoje. Yo. Wakadinala ametoka umoje. Yo. Yeah.
Wrong rende.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for coming. Thank you.
Yes, Crystal. Bye. Thank you so much, guys.
It's been a good topic. Actually, atakuja kuambia about divinity one day. Amesema atakam. Utakam Crystal.
Yeah.
Tuambia divinity.
Bath chats and all.
Yeah, bath chats. Tutasomea bath chats zetu.
Yeah, or like on the pod.
Like on the pod. Tutasomea bath chats zetu. Mimi niko open kujua hizi vitu hata kama ni mbaya.
But before we close, what's the parting shot about growing pains?
Yeah.
Crystal, I really would like your take on that.
They're not permanent. You grow into the space, and then now the next time you're growing again, kuna the other growing pains. So just it's a cycle.
It's an endless cycle.
It's an endless cycle. Just accept change. The faster you ride with it, the easier it is.
The easier.
If you don't resist it,
Yeah. Okay.
Alhamdulillah,
The easier the transition is. Because change is also inevitable.
Yeah, you can't. Everything is changing every day.
Amesema kila kitu tukiongeza taribu.
Tutaharibu bana.
Shukran.
Shukran.